fighters.
How you guys doing? This is Brock. We're at A3C Festival out in Atlanta, and I'm here with Grae.
Hey, which I just learned that A3C means all three coasts, because we were trying to figure it out for a while. We were like, Atlanta, 3 cars, chicken, no. Yeah, and then I was like, cars? It's terrible. See you next Tuesday. All three coasts.
But you've been in the studio working on the new album, right? How's that been going?
Horrible. At this point, just chalking it up to failure and putting it out, because people don't seem to know the difference between good music and not. But other than that, it's been amazing. You know, the album finally really took shape in the past year. And going from there and doing arrangements and bringing in musicians and really hearing kind of the vision that I had in my head has been mind-blowing. I got the auto-tune plug-in, and I was like, oh, fuck, I really want to use this. And I was like, no, don't. Fucking don't. But experimenting with a lot of things on stage, like using vocal pedals and, you know, just lights and softening up some things and really creating a bigger vision.
What do you think has kind of set that on where people don't know what's good and don't know what to look for?
You know, pretty much it's the same thing with everything. You know, if you're constantly, you know, bombarded with something, after a while it gets stuck in your head and you're like, oh, I like this, and then you're like, it's not that you necessarily like it, it's just that you hear it a lot. You're used to it, which could be like a bad relationship. And you're like, I don't even know if I want to be here. This is what I know. It's just here all the time.
What would you say the album is going to be like? What could you tell somebody in like 10 words that they could say the album is, if you are able to break it down that deeply?
Involved, emotional, vulnerable, epic. I always like the word epic, and I used to explain my rhymes as street conceptual epic. Because basically it was, you know, kind of having to be able to paint the picture without having necessarily the money to do visuals and video, and being like, you can actually see everything. Right. So a lot more, and I think a lot of what I did before was very black and white, and this has a lot more color.
For those who don't know, Gene, what are your influences? What are your inspirations?
Life in general. And comedic timing and delivery and random experiences is really important to me. And I tend to live very much on the notion of, no, everything is going to be fine, because you have to make it okay. And my mom always pushed living very intuitively, which can be wonderful, and then which can also really fucking suck sometimes, because, you know, you're not going by the rules, and this is what you should do, and this is what you should be doing, and this is how you should be doing it. Figure it out yourself, and know that whatever you're planning, you'll know that you're on the right path if everything seems to fall into place. What's going on? It's your friendly neighborhood superhero, Grae, and this is LP 33. Doesn't mean Masons or anything, and I'm so not down with the Illuminati. Keep watching.